It is what it is.
All right. Tom MacDonald. Politically incorrect. Let's get into it.
My generation's afraid of opinions. Y'all so intolerant. They're ashamed of themselves because they're privileged and white, or they're black and the opposite. You get charged with harassment for hugging a woman or giving a compliment. Y'all way too sensitive yet offended to death. Bring all the coffins in.
Ooh. Ooh. Bring all the coffins in.
Oh my goodness. Every word was so heavy. You know what I mean?
I mean, we're 20 seconds in and it's jam-packed.
Every line. Afraid of opinions. So intolerant. Then he went, I don't even know, he said on that one part about the privileged, black, white, and other, and this and that. This song,
Yeah.
This song is
He
about...
said hug a woman and give her a compliment.
And it's harassment.
Yeah.
I mean, every
That's
celebrity,
so true.
at least every male celebrity you can think of has been Me Too'd. Like, just about.
Yeah.
Because I even saw Justin Bieber got Me Too'd the other day. Who else? Someone that just got Me Too'd real recently. You can go and say something while I try and think of it.
I was going to say it's just a shame because it's like I feel like all the racial stuff and all the Me Too stuff, and that's just like very, debatable offenses is totally like watering down the actual like horrible things that happen.
The quarterback for the Houston Texans, I forget his, Deshaun, forget his last name. Mm-hmm. He just got Me Too'd the other day.
Mm. And it's like, how do you know which is like a legitimate situation and which is like somebody who had no game and the girl didn't like that, or you know what I mean? The girl thought they were a creep, so
or the girl wants money or something. Like wants a settlement from a famous NFL player or celebrity. Because there's a lot of times celebrities. I mean, people also get Me Too, not celebrities, but like everyday normal people get Me Too too. But yeah, a lot of times I think it's about money. But the sad reality of it is, like you said, it's like it makes people just not believe anyone who says anything.
Right. I feel like the same goes for race. Like literally in the news, it seems like a lot of times the people that are like showcased the most for racial incidents happen to be people who have a thick criminal history and people who have a sort of turbulent life to begin with, and you know what I mean. It's,
well, just the other day, the Asian shooting thing that happened. Like the news is making it all about Asian hate when the guy himself said he was like a sex addict or something. Like it's probably not about Asian hate. He's probably a pervert who went to those places and he's deranged in the head. You know what I mean? But they make it always about race. Always about race.
Yeah. It's just,
Or they're black and the opposite. You get charged with harassment for hugging a woman or giving a compliment. Y'all way too sensitive yet offended to death. Bring all the coffins in. I swear that y'all are mad at everything that don't affect your life. Hey, I swear that y'all believe that being offended just means that you're right. Hey, I swear that y'all just want to be the only ones who everyone lies. Hey, I swear if I swear at you ninnies, you probably so triggered you cry. And nobody wants to be real. Everyone's scared of how everyone...
Ooh.
Oh my goodness. What did he say? You just
want to be the only ones everyone likes.
Basically, you act offended. You think that you're right or something to that effect. Everyone is like so triggerable modern day. Like, what was the phrase that was... It wasn't like a viral phrase, but it was like a phrase that everyone would mock people over. Like, I'm literally shaking or something.
Oh, something like that. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. It's just like...
It's almost be like, the fact that Tom says this stuff is scary, that people talk like this. I'm literally shaking. Like,
it's... His tone of voice is so funny to me. Because he's just so, like...
So chill.
He's just so, like... He's, like, mocking it. And it's, like... It's cool because it's a big problem. I feel like when you watch this, it kind of brings to your attention, this is something we need to get a handle on or we're going to have big problems in the future. Because the young people coming up are, like, growing up in this.
Right, like, this is normal to them.
Yes.
I remember a time when things weren't this crazy.
Right.
And we're not that old.
And we're not.
We become so ultra sensitive and hyper tolerant that honestly, honesty gonna be illegal. It's crazy y'all get so shocked and bothered from people saying things that aren't responsible. If that seems logical, y'all are weak then. If someone says retard, it ruins your weekend. And that's retarded. My hair been in braids cause it looks hella awesome. Y'all like to scream I appropriate culture, but I don't hear nothing. I'm paying homage. Y'all are just trying to get...
Okay, gotta pause it right there. This cultural appropriation bullcrap that we always hear about.
Let's hear it.
Oh, I can't stand it.
What you gotta say?
I can't stand it. I would make this video an hour long right now talking about this alone.
Right.
Because, okay, how do you have the catchphrase, diversity is our strength, and also have cultural appropriation?
Right.
In the same culture, the same country. Right. Like, what do you expect is going to happen when you praise diversity? You think things are not going to rub off on each other? If it rubs off, it's cultural appropriation. So then what's the point of diversity if it's not supposed to rub off?
You're not supposed to be right. You can only be wrong. That's the point.
Just whatever we say.
Right.
Just fall in line.
It's like basically there's triggers at every, like, you know, you're walking on eggshells. It's a minefield of triggers.
It's like if I like something that someone does and they are not the same color as me, and I'm like, okay, I'm going to emulate that. That's helping them with success or this, or I like how it looks. That's cultural appropriation. Yeah. You know what I mean? That makes no sense.
I completely, I agree. I agree with you because I just feel like I feel like when you really get down to it, like, I don't think anybody cared about cultural appropriation before they termed it and started.
To a buzzword.
Yeah, before it became like a thing to care about, I feel like people were like, oh, that's cool. You go to Haiti and they're braiding the white girl's blonde hair and it's cool. You know what I mean? It's
or like in high school, if a white girl got cornrows.
Yeah, it's literally the way it goes. You know what I mean? It's like if I have a fire, you know, korma, shawarma, whatever dish, and then I come home and make it for you, and it's like one of our regular dishes, I'm not appropriating. We really like Indian food. You know what I mean? I feel like it's just people jump on too many trends. This is one of those trends.
Yeah.
This retarded ruins your weekend, and that's retarded. My hair been in braids because it looks hella awesome. Y'all like to scream I appropriate culture, but I don't hear nothing. I'm paying homage. Y'all are just trying to get likes on your comments, Googling quotes that are socially conscious, and saying you're woke doesn't make you a prophet. It makes you a liar and stupid obnoxious. Always on that block.
Hey, side note, okay. Quotes that are socially conscious.
Yeah, people do that.
Well, I feel like a lot of like old school stuff, like you'll see nowadays Malcolm X quotes, and people will take it and apply it to what's happening modern day, which is completely not something that he would have been down with. You know what I mean? Like revolution won't be televised. They'll literally take that and put it on a YouTube video and do a whole like thing about it, and then it's like you're literally televising it though, and people will be like, "That's revolutionary," you know? That's facts.
Saying you're woke doesn't make you a prophet. It makes you a liar and stupid obnoxious. Always on that blah, blah. Y'all should keep it to yourselves. Mix me with that drama. You must think I'm someone else. Cause y'all don't wanna with me. Cause I don't feel the pressure. No, I will not be censored. I'm not afraid, that's why they with me. My name will be remembered, and I will live forever. I bet y'all hate that y'all are stuck with me. Happy Halloween, for one evening only, you wear what you want. Unless it's a poncho, a headdress, or afro, you'll piss someone off. Hey, I'd say Merry Christmas, but I know that it's about to be gone. If religious freedom's such a dire issue, why you dress like a priest in October for fun? Don't let him...
I get goosebumps on every song.
Really? Every Tom MacDonald
song?
Every
single song he puts out. It's just like when you feel that truth, you know what I mean? When you feel that authenticity.
I mean, that is true. On Halloween, you could wear nothing but a string of clothing here or there. That's perfectly fine. But if someone who is basically white, I want to say not black, but is basically white, if they wore afro, they were trying to be ladies man or Afro man or any of these characters, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Then that's a problem. But if I dress like Superman, it's just fine. I can paint my face. I do whatever, and it's just fine. No one have a problem with it. You know what I mean? Super weird. You know, if a white person wore Pocahontas, want to be Pocahontas.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's super weird. It's super weird.
I don't like it because I feel like it's a little bit sick. Like how our culture is kind of like, we're going to create these buttons that, you know, basically these two situations are equal, but if one person presses the same button that this person would have pressed, one person has completely different consequences than the other person.
Right. That's very weird.
It is so weird. Because it's almost like this, like, sort of, I don't know, I feel like you would just have to be walking on eggshells 24/7. Even if you're married interracially and you're very close, and it's like you're never, ever, ever, like, in the clear. You know what I mean? I just feel like you're always walking with a target on your back, which is exactly what the media is talking about, is on the other side of the fence right now. That's what I don't understand. Why create a new target? You know what I mean?
Gotta divide the people. But they're always creating new targets. I feel like any costume should be a free game, free and fair game. Any costume. And if some people want to have some like tastelessly ignorant costumes, that's on them. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Like you shouldn't be getting expelled from school and all this kind of weird stuff. I think costumes are costumes.
Now,
people will take it too far, but that's part of being free. Like you have the freedom to take it too far.
How do you feel about like when people how do you feel about socially? Like if they wear a costume that like somebody wears a costume, takes it too far, then somebody else feels that they've taken it too far, so they go and they say something on their Twitter or whatever. You know what I mean? Like how do you feel about like person to person beefing over what people can and can't do?
I mean, the point of saying it on Twitter, I feel like, is to try and cause a storm and get the media to pick up on it and get people canceled.
That's true.
Like, if you have a problem with someone's costume, say it to their face or keep quiet. You know what I mean?
That's what they used to do.
Right. If you're not going to say it to their face, don't go on Twitter trying to show the world just to get someone canceled and get the media to pick up on it. You know what I mean?
Back in the day, bare knuckles, not guns. Like, it wasn't ruin people's reputation.
You don't have to go try and fight the person, but you tell someone, you don't like their costume, you think it's tasteless, or whatever you want to say, if that's your cup of tea. If not, don't be big and bad on social media.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right. I feel like a lot of people wouldn't say anything at all.
Right. And some people would. And some people could do it respectfully and be like, that costume offends me because this, and that. Maybe it's a valid reason. Maybe it's just a sensitive reason. I don't know. But you know what I mean? Like, I think it's crazy modern day.
Afro, you'll piss someone off. Hey, I'd say Merry Christmas, but I know that it's about to be gone. If religious freedom's such a dire issue, why you dress like a priest in October for fun? Don't let them censor your thoughts. Don't let them make you regret.
Real quick, right here, the whole Merry Christmas thing. That is such a thing. People are scared to say that modern day because, like, people will say to me, Merry Christmas or Happy Holidays, if that's not your thing. Like, people, like, apologetically say Merry Christmas.
Really?
Yeah.
Dang.
But it's weird because it's really kind of only with Christianity because, like, I have friends of different religions. If they say, like, Happy Diwali or something to me, they're not apologetic. No. They're saying, like, happy, this is our holiday, have a happy this, have a blessed year, and that kind of thing. And no one gets offended.
But you know what?
What?
I feel like to get offended is manipulative. Like a lot of times, it's like if somebody, a Muslim person says "Assalamu alaikum," they're not coming up to you and threatening you. Like they're like, and I feel like you're gonna know that. You're gonna know it's friendly. You're gonna know it's a greeting, and you're gonna, even if you don't say it back, you're not gonna read it like, oh, they crossed a boundary and offended me.
Right.
You know what I mean?
But my thing is, do people actually get offended by Merry Christmas?
No, I think they're manipulated.
You think it's the media saying, like...
I think the media has weaponized people in a way that, like, now they can manipulate others at any given turn. And so they take stuff like that and use it against people.
Because I've never actually met someone who gets offended by the phrase Merry Christmas.
No.
But I've met people who say it as if they think I might be offended by it. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I feel you. Yeah. I think it's manipulative.
I don't know what is going on in this world.
I'd say Merry Christmas, but I know that it's about to be gone. If religious freedom's such a dire issue, why you dress like a priest in October for fun? Don't let them censor your thoughts. Don't let them make you regret that you talked. Don't let them tell you that nice is the law, trying to make you all righter when nothing is wrong. Yeah, words hurt you, clothes hurt you, memes hurt you, jokes hurt you, we hurt you. Half the time you don't even probably know what hurt you, but you super mad. Trust, we heard you. You a pawn in a broken system. Are you triggered much? You been showing symptoms. Y'all are so addicted to being hopeless victims. Y'all can crash a plane and blame the road conditions, and your only sickness is your social vision. Makes you scared.
That was hard. So addicted to being hopeless victims, y'all could crash a plane and blame the road conditions.
Dang. His bars are hard.
He has a way with words.
Dang.
A way with words.
This is his destiny.
Right.
He was meant to do it. He's so special. Like, I've never seen an artist like this.
He's just so cool, calm, and collected. You know what I mean?
Yes.
He's not like spazzing and mad at people. He's just like chilling. Like, y'all are tripping. I'm about to explain to you how you guys are tripping.
In so many different ways.
Right.
Bada bing, bada boom.
Hit on it for 4 minutes straight. You're going to learn something in this 4 minutes. You know what I mean?
You a pawn in a broken system. Are you triggered much? You been showing symptoms. Y'all are so addicted to being hopeless victims. Y'all can crash a plane and blame the road conditions. And your only sickness is your social vision. Makes you scared of choices, but you pro decision. So you march a lot, but never go the distance. Yelling way too loud until no one listens. Always on that blah, blah. Y'all should keep it to yourselves. Miss me with that drama. You must think I'm someone else. Cause y'all don't wanna with me. I don't feel the pressure. No, I will not be censored. I'm not afraid, that's why they with me. My name will be remembered, and I will live forever. I bet y'all hate that y'all are stuck with me. You look like the devil, you sound like some Christians. You just want a medal for asking permission. You just want a pat on the back in addition to being so tolerant. Fine, I admit it, you're nicer, you're better, you're righter, you're brilliant. Most sensitive creatures in all of existence. My freedom of thought should be censored with prison. The world would be better if we weren't so different. Always on that blah, blah.
Ooh. Cold. That was a whole message.
Yeah, even before that hook, he said, y'all are afraid of choices but pro decisions.
Yes. Yes.
Speak on it, Tom.
Very interesting.
Pro decisions.
I love that whole little segment. Like, you're better than me. You're this and this and this and this, and the world would be better if we weren't all so different. Because that's literally what it is. Like, at the end of the day, by trying to force everyone to, like, be hyper, like, most sensitivity, most whatever, you know, in that mold, I don't even know. He's saying it so much better than me. I don't even have words, but...
Yeah, he was basically saying all the things that they act like or want to be. You know what I mean? You're brilliant. You're better than me. You're most sensitive creatures.
Yes, the most sensitive creatures in existence. And it's just like, ugh, oh my gosh, it's sickening. It's sickening, but... The way he said that was so perfect.
Yeah, it was. It's also funny. But why is it funny? Because it's not that funny. Because it's like the actual culture we live in.
Right.
But it's almost as if it's a joke.
That's what I was saying that was like what I was trying to say at the beginning of this. It's like, it's something about him that like makes it an enjoyable listen, even though it's a very heavy topic.
Because like you think about it, like, this isn't just a funny song. Like, this is really the culture. It's like people who think like Tom could become extinct one day.
Yeah.
At the rate we're going.
Yeah. Because, I mean, you can do... Like, even, okay, Tom and his girl, when they have kids and stuff, it's like, their kids just got to go to school. They just got to...
have to.
No, I mean, but it's like, it just takes, you know, it's like it takes... one
they
person.
do go to school, then that's a wrap.
It's like they just, I mean, they're friends. Like, how are they going to have a normal life? You know what I mean?
Right.
When this is like how people are thinking and acting, it's like they can do everything right as parents and still the environment.
Right.
You're brilliant, most sensitive creatures in all of existence. My freedom of thought should be censored with prison. The world would be better if we weren't so different. Always on that blah, blah. Y'all should keep it to yourselves. Miss me with that drama. You must think I'm someone else. Cause y'all don't wanna with me. Cause I don't feel the pressure. No, I will not be censored. I'm not afraid, that's why they with me. My name will be remembered, and I will live forever. I bet y'all hate that y'all are stuck with me.
Love it.
Should play it all over again and then talk about different points.
Right? You could say so much about that.
Right?
Wow.
Yeah, that was a good one.
That was one of my favorites of his so far.
Definitely.
Because, I mean, it's gutsy to put it all into a song like that and, you know, release it into the internet.
Right.
But it's also like he didn't say anything that was like
outrageous.
Yeah. I mean, it's pretty. It is what it is.
He's basically advocating for freedom and like equal treatment for everybody.
Yeah.
It's basic, like freedom of thought, freedom of speech, freedom of opinion. and like equal treatment. Like, people should be able to wear costumes. You know what I mean? Like anyone should be able to wear any costume if anyone can wear it. Yeah. Like one person can wear it, everyone should be able to wear it. Like that kind of thing. Like it's crazy.
Which would technically be equality.
It would.
I just feel like hopefully, like something happens to where like he catches on more and people, like a lot of young people, there's like a path in life where people can hear this perspective.
I think this is the new wave.
But also, I don't really know, like we don't really know anybody that thinks like this.
I have a couple brothers.
Yeah?
Yeah. My youngest brother and my oldest brother. Oh, like, when we go back to St. Louis, Missouri, I want to introduce them because I don't think they've heard of Tom. And I haven't told, like, hardly anybody about the YouTube channel. Yeah. Like, our parents don't know. Most of us... I have one brother who knows and one friend who knows. Yeah. Yep. Yeah, she was on here on a different episode. Yeah. The Harry Mack episode.
We should introduce her to Tom.
Maybe.
She's a very different perspective. I would be curious what she would say.
Yeah, we try it out. But I want to introduce my youngest brother and my oldest brother. They would agree. They would.
Yeah. I expected...
But other than that, yeah, we don't know anybody.
Yeah, we don't, which, I mean, I kind of get it because it's like, I think a lot of times common sense is kind of like not that common because it's like when your world is so small and all you know is like your closest family members and like you've never really like been exposed to more than just their perspectives and like whatever they teach you a lot of times that's your reality, you know? So I feel like sometimes it's like easy to stay in that mold. And it's like if you get this kind of information, great, awesome. But if you're getting the other stuff he's talking about, then it's like hard to like realize that.
Right. Well, like common sense is relative. Relative to like the common opinion of the people around you. Yes. So like in Tom's circles, and like people who watch these videos, this is common sense. You know what I mean? But in other circles, the things he's talking against is common sense. Yeah. That's the common opinion. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Like a lot of my relatives, literally, the alternative perspective, I feel like they would agree with it because that's all they know. And they've never really traveled. They've never really talked to people that are outside of their group. You know what I mean? They never changed much of anything.
Here's why I have hope for young people in the future.
Okay, why? I want to hear this.
Because the one thing young people do better than any other group of people is rebel. That's like what you do when you're a teenager. You rebel. So I think things are going to get a little worse where this becomes like, not Tom MacDonald, but like the stuff he's talking about, like all the nonsense. Yeah. It becomes more normal. And then the new young people are going to be like, well, I don't want to be normal. I want to rebel. Right. And they're going to find stuff like this. Right. Like, oh, he looks rebellious. Ooh, this is cool. I like what he's talking about. Oh, that makes sense. Ooh. My parents are stupid. This makes more sense than what my parents say. Anyone should be able to wear a costume. Anyone should be able to think any way. I feel like that's going to happen, and this is going to be the new wave. Because young people don't just follow like along with their parents say and all that stuff. And like right now, we're getting a generation of parents who think this nonsense that he's talking about, like talking against. Yeah. And so those parents' kids, I think, might rebel. So I think, not Gen Z, but after Gen Z. Yes. Because millennial and Gen Z parents are kind of like now, and their kids, I think, will rebel. And they'll really pick up. This will be like Tupac to them because it'll be older. It'll be kind of old school.
He's ahead of his time.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Man, that's a great point, actually. I mean, what you just said, young people rebel better. I was like waiting. I was waiting on what you were gonna say there because I was like
better than anyone else. Everyone else rebels to a point, but it's like, oh, I don't want to lose my job and this, and you know, I got to keep up with the Joneses and social things and all this. I got to pay my bills, and I can only rebel so much. You know what I mean? But like young people do not care.
Right. And can you imagine being told you have to go to school for whatever, 12, 14, 13, whatever, how many years, but you're going to go learn nothing. Like you're not going to learn what a male and a female is. You're not going to learn like this history actually happened. You know what I mean? But you're being forced to go to school. I couldn't stand going to school. I can't imagine going to school and not even learning like half of what I learned.
Learning you're not allowed to have an opinion.
Yeah. Like I can't even imagine going to school and then like not learning.
If you want to know what you're allowed to think, watch the news at night and they'll let you know what you can think. You know what
I mean, I feel like, and part of my education I do feel like was like that. Like I feel like we kind of like 90s babies, like the end of my education was horrible. I feel like it really fell off circa 2011, You know what I mean? 2009-ish.
It was right after we graduated high school. But she was like 1 year behind me. And so right after I graduated, then you graduated. Was it different when you graduated, your senior year in high school?
What?
Did it start changing?
Yeah, 100%.
I remember when your little brother came to high school, he was like 5 years younger than me. He was like, oh, it's way different than what you guys described it.
Yeah.
He basically described like high school as like a safe space now.
Yeah.
So like right after I graduated, it seemed to get really different. Because like high school is not a safe space when I was in high school. Like we had freshman beatdown day and bullies and all the like normal things.
Yeah.
Like on a certain day, you try and catch a freshman in the bathroom and beat him up, shove kids in lockers and stuff. Like all the kind of stuff like that. We had all that normal stuff.
Yeah, we didn't have like in the beginning, it was like you go to the computer lab. It wasn't like you have a computer to take home and stuff. But some of that stuff will stay, you know what I mean? It'll evolve. But, like, I know my senior year, it went from, like, freshman year, prom king and queen were the most popular seniors. By my senior year, prom king and queen were, like, the teachers voted for the best students.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. And I feel like that is a huge shift. And then, like, college was a wash. Like, sucked. But in general, I feel like kids are not going to accept, like, going to school for 8 hours or whatever a day and learning. They don't even know what gender they are till they're 18. You know what I mean? I'm all for, like, change up, do whatever you want to do. I'm all for living your life as you want to live it, but, like, teach these kids at least what we understand to date. You know what I mean? Don't be, like, making up stuff and confusing stuff, you know? I just don't feel like kids will be accepting of, like, you have to go to school to, like, not learn, to be confused about what this is we're doing on Earth.
Kids will rebel. They will.
That's
they will
a good
find
point.
Stuff like this.
That's a really good point. See, I feel like y'all would be friends. I feel like his tonality and stuff, I'd be like,
That's all I have on this one.
All right. Thank you guys for watching this video with us. Comment below your thoughts. And we definitely want to hear. We want to know your experiences. Subscribe to the channel. We're definitely doing more Tom Rabbit Hole stuff. Recommend anything you want us to react to. And, yeah. Until next time, that's a wrap.
I don't know. Tell me, man, what do you know? What do you know? Me and my boys on the road. You to go. She told me, boy, you to go. Like, I don't know. But I don't know.